So this is my 4.1 rise evaluation video, and on myself. The logic behind my projects and my attitude were more basically because the assignment needed to get done. Like, I'm very familiar with this space, and you know, when you're getting hit with things that make you choose between getting something done that you say, oh, I want to do that, but then something happens and you can't really do it the way you want to, so you just be like, I'm not going to do that. But if you have a commitment to it, or you have a vow towards something, you say, I have to get that done, then regardless of what happens around it, you still go get it done. And since this was for a class assignment, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's like, okay, now I can definitely go get this done. I just need to make sure I follow the criteria that is laid out for me. So that's where my mind was on getting my assignments done. As I started working on my projects, I realized I wanted to know more about what resources are available to me. Some cases I wish I didn't know, because then if they're available and I really don't have the time or the capability to get to those resources, then I'm kind of like, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. But at the same time, yes, I do, I am always interested in resources available to me, especially if there's gear or hardware available to me. If I did have more time, there's a lot of things I could do different, but it's not always about the time, like saying if I have more time in general, but if I have more time to focus on the task at hand would be a better way to say it. I would have done so much more and probably been a little bit more elaborate with a lot of things I already did. A lot of things I figured out during this course, there's some things I kind of knew. There's some things I didn't really try before, or I kind of tried loosely but didn't really focus on them, which is like focusing on the engagement, and what is actually bringing people to my video. There's videos I make and they won't get any views, and there's some I make that'll get a lot of views, and I can't ever figure out which ones get more views and why it is. And then when I try to duplicate the success, sometimes it still doesn't work. And keywords and phrases, certain watch time, certain elements at the beginning of the video, reel you in. And I've learned that over the years, and I started to hone in more on the details. That's probably what I'll try to focus on a little bit more, to bring a little bit more engagement to a lot of my content, and probably promote myself in the future to do some client work the way I want to do it.